Hey guys, welcome back. Handyman Kevin here. Today we're going to be talking about spray painting. We've talked about brush painting before. Spray painting in some ways is much easier than brush painting. However, I've seen some horrible jobs done with rattle cans. Now, what I'm going to be showing you how to work on is this book card. This is a book card that you can see it's really sturdy, but it's kind of old and chipped up and rusty. And the idea is I'm going to paint it because it's supposed to be a donation for a local library. And right now it's just too messed up to be in the library. So I'm going to show you the quick, easy, and right way to spray paint a metal piece of furniture. Before you even start painting, you need to do some prep work. On metal objects, it's really common to find old tape and stickers and stuff like that. Usually the most efficient way to deal with them is to burn them off with a blowtorch or a heat gun. Try to use a scraper that's a little dull so you won't have to scratch the underlying metal as much. After you're done with the hot work, you can get rid of any remaining sticky spots with solvent. I like turpentine because it's a natural, renewable substance and I kind of like the smell. But any strong solvent will work. Never use gasoline, however. It's too explosive and you can blow up your whole shop. Now you can do the actual sanding. An orbital sander like this one is usually the best choice for metal. Start with about 100 grit and then work up to finer grits, ending at about 220. My sander is made for hook and loop paper, but this PSA stick-on paper is a little bit cheaper and it sticks on just fine and works. You do want to wear a dust mask. Enamel and metal particles are not something you want to breathe. Now, of course, there's always some spots the sander won't reach, and those you're going to need to hand sand. When the sanding is done, you want to get the dust off completely. One way to do that is to use a vacuum cleaner in blower mode. Then I follow up with a clean rag with some simple green cleaner. The last step in the prep work is to mask any pieces that you don't want to paint, like these casters. Produce bags from the grocery will work well to save you tape. Now we're ready to spray primer. You want to use a rusty metal type primer for this because it will encapsulate any remaining rust and keep it from breaking through later. I like to wear latex gloves when I paint. It's not essential, but it does make cleanup a lot easier. Shake the can for about a minute before you start. When you spray, you want to get the inside corners first. And you want to keep the nozzle of the can 12 to 16 inches away from the surface and move it in smooth, straight, easy strokes, parallel to the face of the work. The first coat should be really light. You don't even need to completely cover the work. Then when you go back immediately for a second coat, that'll cover everything. For something like this, you want to do a coat of primer and at least 2 coats of paint. And I didn't get any drips or sags, but if you did, then you wait for it to dry and you sand them out between coats. You don't want to mess with them when they're wet because you'll just make a mess. And here we go, the fully painted book cart. By the time this video posts, it will already be in use in the library. So hopefully this video will get you started. On my blog I have a lot more information about spray painting, not just with rattle cans like this, but also with spray equipment. So be sure and check that out. And I'll see you next week.